It's 2:30 a.m. I'm heading down to Bahamas Convention Center. I have an event later today at 6 p.m. It's the Bahamas National Strategic Plan. It's a fairly small to medium-sized event based off the RSVPs, about 5 to 600. I expect, and everything is already sorted when it comes down to the creative direction of it. Right now, it's just more of the technical aspect. So I'm heading down to the resort, go and have a conversation with the tech team there, just tying up some tiny things. So while I'm here, I decided just to go and map out the grand ballroom at the same time because I have an event that's approaching for that one-to-one scale. So when it's time to talk to the client about it, we are able to make sure everything, fits exactly in the room. The way I see it, I call it seeing the event before you see the event. So tonight is just about making sure everything is lined up. So whether that's the screens, the cues, the timing, just seeing how the physical tech, along with talking, like I said, with the tech team down here, who's going to be helping me in regards to production. Just having a quick, brief meeting on what's expected and how to make sure we prevent any hiccups and get around any situations coming out. Now, working on these type of events, it'll always be something to do at a point where now I don't even call it last minute. It's always just loose ends. It's very rare, no matter how perfect an event is planned, it's very rare that there will be nothing to do the night before. It's very rare. So right now I'm just trying to get a few things done, be able to work on a few more things, helping tweak the animations to make sure they show up good on screen. I want the colors really paint the room. That's the idea. I didn't want too much things in the room, so the LED screen itself would be working as this giant light. So my favorite part about this, right, is that when you design an art, when you focus on the columns. So what I did was on the two different versions, just to keep it dynamic, on the two different versions, so I have a white and a dark blue, right? And I put a dark blue color from the branding. On the two different versions, I focus on the columns, but then when they switch, it's an animation that wipes the whole thing, so it breaks one of the rules you don't do. But it came out so good, so it's this beautiful form of destructive design. Not bad. I like it. I like it. Every time it's event day, months of planning, it's so interesting. Months of planning just will come down to a few hours, right? So you'll be doing things throughout the week, this day, that day. Maybe you skip a day. But the night before and the day of is just a constant flow of doing until hours after,
Snazzy, that pop? I got you. What's your name? John, this pop? Of course you can see it. Thank you, boy. That's accent. It pop? Bam. Ready to go. Thank you, John. All right, so. Okay, now I'm done. But it's more on what an event actually is. An event is a show, right? You figure out what exactly for example, the strategic plan, something the reveal of the book. So everything I did was built around the emotions around that, including the branding, etc. So it's every aspect of the entire event, whether visual, audio wise, the flow of the program. So basically, to what people feel and using the different senses that they help with, us seeing, hearing, etc., to kind of convey the overall message of the importance of it.
Well, good evening and welcome. These voices and the special promise of.
Do it and it would switch. This would be a close up on it. Okay. So the close up that camera, the other point is right at it. That control the whole screen.
It's days like this that remind me why I do it. I believe it or not, I like the long hours. I like the small attention to details, the quiet moments. That people they themselves don't know what's going on or why they feel a certain way, but I know, right? I know the tiny things we did to make them feel happy and feel the suspense, all of that. And I don't know, it, it works out, and that's a good thing. But tonight, tonight is just another step, another event, another story, another chance to give my best. So, listen, take, take my advice. Wherever you are, whatever you're working on, just keep going little by little. It all adds up. Once you love to do it, it'll love you back.